Hello everyone, and welcome. Well, we're out today just for a short walk and a little bit of lunch. I have with me today, it's just a small pack. My brother was having some kind of promotions going on at work, and one of the companies gave him this pack. It's actually a cooler backpack. And knowing how much time I spend out in the woods, he decided to send it down to me. So today, I figured I would just throw a little bit of lunch in it and a couple of little things, and we'll go and have a little lunch in the woods. I didn't bring my snowshoes. The snow was packed fairly hard, and it's melting quite a bit. I'm hoping I can pick my way through to a nice little spot. I'm gonna grab my little shovel just in case. And then we're gonna go and see what we can find. What a beautiful spot to set up. We've got the river right beside us. We've got a small patch of sand. This is going to be awesome. Now you may have noticed on my way in, I gathered a little bit of birch bark and some old man's beard, and I'll leave that in my pockets for now. Keep it as dry as I can. I also gathered up a few branches. Now, I'm going to go out and gather just a little bit more, just so that we have enough for our cook this afternoon. I'm just snapping off all the dead branches on the lower part of this tree. Okay. This should be plenty for what we need. Whew, it's warm out here today, especially in the sun. Now there's a lot of nice fine pieces. So I'm going to start by breaking those off. and setting them aside. Then I can break off the slightly larger pieces. I brought along the silky gomboy. Now I can cut down some of these larger pieces. Now, I had a small blue tarp stuck in the front pocket here. I put it down, just opened it enough to make sure everything stays dry. It's got a little pouch here, pouch on either side. I just have my charging block on this side. On this side, I had the silky gomboy and my ferro rod. And I brought a little container of firelighters just in case I needed them, but I don't think I will. My insulin case. I brought out the Boundless Voyage stove. Okay, the stove is now together. And today, I know I said I wouldn't use this, but I'm using it. So I'm going to stick a few of these bigger pieces in the bottom just to create a bit of a base. I'm going to put in some birch bark. And a little bit of this old man's beard. Both of which will normally catch a spark very easily. Now let's see what happens. There we go. Now we can put in some fines. We'll get some water in there. Set that on the stove and let it start to boil. Okay. Our water's at a boil. Chunka chaga. Let that sit for just a little bit. And then we're going to have a nice cup of chaga tea. Okay, I think that's boiling just a bit too hard. You want it to steep but not overdo it, so let's move it down, and I'll just keep it right beside the stove. That way it'll stay hot and it'll continue to steep. And with any luck, this wind will die down. So while we're waiting for that, this weekend we had an outdoor show in the neighborhood. So I figured I would go and check it out. They kept announcing it as an outdoor show. It's all about the outdoors. So I was thinking, I'm gonna go check it out. There's probably gonna be a few vendors doing fishing rods, maybe some backpacks. There's gonna be stuff geared to camps and cottages as well. There's going to be quads and boats and all kinds of stuff. But I figured there would be stuff geared to campers like us. There'd be a knife vendor or two. Something. So I went in there and it's all geared to camps and cottages. How to mortgage your cottage, big boats, big quads, side-by-sides. They had a couple of booths with big generators and power boxes. I found 2 small vendors doing fishing lures, but no rods or anything. Not a knife vendor to be found. But I did find a local guy who makes his own sauces. Saucy Pete's. And I found this. It's a honey bourbon barbecue sauce. Made local, so it's perfect. I had just a little taste of it yesterday, and it is phenomenal. Now, he has about a dozen flavors. Another one I bought is the Parmesan. It's basically garlic with Parmesan. He's got a sweet heat pineapple, which makes you think, Pineapple? Really? So I had a taste of it, just a little bit on a chip, and my first thought was chicken. So for supper last night, I barbecued chicken breast covered in this pineapple sauce. Well, once you barbecue it, the strong pineapple flavor disappears. It just becomes a very, very mild taste. Oh my, that chicken was unbelievable. But today is all about the honey bourbon barbecue. Now I think this tea is just about ready. Maybe a few more minutes. I'll put it back on the heat. Get it boiling a little bit again. Move these around so that I get a good bed of coals. Now our tea is ready. So we've got the honey bourbon barbecue sauce. So I stopped at the store and got some nice London broils. Pop that on there. Ooh, hot. I didn't have any buns, so I brought along 2 slices of bread. And I already put mayo and mustard and a slice of Swiss cheese in there. Now before I eat this, there's a butcher's string holding it all together. See if I can't grab it and get it out of there. There we go. Set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and call this done. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect.
I'm gonna eat. I'll bring you back after.
Now, you've heard me mention before, I don't like using those flat grills. Reason being, if you use anything like barbecue sauce, they tend to get so hot that everything sticks to it. Well, the way I deal with that, once I was done cooking with all that barbecue sauce, there was a lot of sauce caked onto the grill. I stuck the grill inside the stove and threw wood on either side. No more food stuck on. A little bit of soot, a quick wipe, we're good to go. That's the nice thing about titanium, is it can handle something like that. You get a bunch of junk stuck on it, just throw it into the fire. Fire will burn it all off, and then it's just a matter of wiping off the soot, cleaning it up a little bit. Oh. You gotta love Canada. Sitting in the sand next to the snow by the open water. Oh, every now and then you find a nice little sweet spot. Oh, what a beautiful day. Definitely glad I came out here. Okay, so the bag is a little overstuffed, but everything's in there, including my sweater, which wasn't in there to begin with. Oh, but that's going to be me all packed up for today. Bert, thanks for the cooler bag. It's going to work beautifully for certain instances, like a little day trip like today. This was fantastic. I want to thank you all for joining me. Always a pleasure having you with me. We always have a good time. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're going to do that, you may as well hit the notification bell. When you do, there'll be a drop-down menu. In that menu, select all. That should let you know whenever we put out a new video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.